Good Monday morning. It's a gorgeous day. Good morning. It is May 19th and it is 6:44 in the morning. It's 75 degrees out and
AC still not working.
No.
It's because it's cool outside,
Yep.
but this isn't. Yeah, this should be getting cold. It's not.
Also, the smell is different. You can tell it's outside smell.
Oh well.
Okay. So, today's gonna be kind of a fun, interesting day. One, I do have a job thing at like, what, 1 o'clock I think it is or something?
I have no idea.
I'll have to check the calendar.
I know it's one for Lily's doctor appointment next week.
But anyway. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. And we're also getting ready for tomorrow.
Subscribe.
For return to streaming. Yes, I'm happy about that. But yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get Lil to school. And then we can go from there for everything. You ready?
Yep.
Are we late?
Yes, actually we are.
Oh, man.
We're always late.
Yep. Hopefully Zach Morris will be later than us so that way we don't get in trouble.
Funny, Ryan.
Oh. She hasn't had 2 cups of coffee yet, so.
Yeah.
Come here. Alright, let's get to school and let's go have fun. Alright, Lil. I hope you have a great day in school. Have fun. Alright, there we go. Let's have some coffee and some Cheerios. What are you doing?
Getting sheets to change her bed.
No, you said about the curtains. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I don't know what your problem was about it. I just did it.
You did?
Yeah.
You were able to?
Yeah.
I couldn't tension the bar.
What was your issue?
You didn't get it up.
What? You were going to take them off to vacuum clean them.
No, I already took them off. Those are the new ones.
Oh.
Oh my freaking god. You don't listen, we're crap.
Whoops. Love you.
Love you too.
I tried
No, you didn't.
to annoy you.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's go over to Target and let's just walk around and see what's new over there. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's go into Target. And let's just see what's new over here. We had a nice little break, walking around Target for a little bit. But let's go ahead and have a serious moment, okay? When it comes to becoming a teacher, I've been going through all the subreddit posts and everything. And one of the things that I'm going to run into the issue of is experience. So, truthfully, I have been on the lookout for this Kelly Education thing for substitute teaching because I want to go ahead and use the substitute teaching role as kind of my background door to get into regular teaching. Let me explain. No matter what job it is, I don't care if you're trying to go for a mailroom clerk, okay? A lot of HR managers lately have been going, I'm sorry, but you just don't have the experience. And the usual response is, how can I get the experience if you're not willing to give me the experience? And their response is, well, you'll just use that experience to go to another company and make them more money. Yeah, that's kind of the job market right now, to be honest. So what my goal is I'm going to go ahead and stream as much as I can, but also do substitute teaching additionally. And the reason why is because I can go ahead and get the teaching background that I need to complement the DOE certification. And that in itself should be enough to let me go ahead and get into the door at a lot of these schools and get in front of the actual principals. Because here's the deal. Just like a lot of other companies, if your resume and your application don't stand out, you're not going to get an interview. There's no old school style knocking on the front door and, hey, can I talk to the manager? That doesn't fly really anymore at a lot of places. Because a lot of the companies I've been to, they always will have a system behind the scenes to weed out candidates. And honestly, it's got its negatives and it's got its pros. Yet it doesn't waste as much time for them with candidates that aren't interested in that position and don't have the skills for it. But at the same time, it takes away from the potential of a candidate pool. And that's where I've been at right now when it comes to teaching. So that's my workaround for it. Now, at Kelly Education, I have nothing against them at all. Because so far, they have been amazing. Absolutely. My issue is with how OCPS is currently, the way that in order to go ahead and get into Kelly Education, you have to go through a level 2 background check. Prior to April, it would have just gone right to OCPS. Bam, done. They would just do a quick little check on you. However, now it's a level 2 and it's through a clearinghouse, which takes even more time. And that's where I've been held up. And it has been frustrating more than you know, because I gave up a great opportunity to go ahead and work with Kelly Education under the assumption that everything was good. And I would be working this school year. And unfortunately, with less than a week or so left, that doesn't seem too likely. There are some schools that will have summer programs and they may have substitute needs as well. But we'll cross that bridge later. So right now, what I am looking to do is I'm looking to go full-time streaming for a couple of reasons. One, I'm just going to say it, and it's not to shame on anybody else, so please don't take it that way, okay? This is just a personal opinion and reflection of myself. I'm fat. Yes, I am fat. At 195 pounds, I put on about 20 more pounds than when I was at my lower point. And I want to go ahead and get healthier again. And I have a bike that's in the background of a lot of the shots that I do here. But there's no motivation to use it. However, walking around Disney, walking around the theme parks, just taking it all in. The sights, the sounds, the smells. It's all empowering. It pushes you. It motivates you. And that's what I want. And then for like a break period, let's just say I do a few laps around Epcot. I could take a break by going on Lake Soarin' for a little bit. That's a cool break. And it's motivation. But the other thing is interaction. when I was streaming, I got to interact with you guys quite a lot. I got to meet many of you through the online chats, some of which I still talk to you today as well. But that is what I miss too. And I looked over ad revenue charts, I looked over everything, and when it comes to Streamlabs, so we actually have a subscription for a paid one that we pay for a year up until November. I can go ahead and put the stream out on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, all kinds of different platforms. And that I like too. But for now, I've been taking today just to go through my emails, catch up on paperwork that I needed to file for Lily's schooling so that way she can be on a bus for next year and over the summer for a few weeks or so. And that's been what's been going on today.
Like and subscribe.
Yesterday, honestly, it was just one thing after another, whether it was the whole Disney ticket debacle or the AC in the car dying. But what I did is I came home and I do whatever it takes to just ease my mind. And one of my favorite things isn't even the PlayStation 5 behind me, really. Because, yeah, that's fun. But there's nothing comforting about it. It's just a hollow game system. What I've always loved doing is one of two things. Either Tiffany will just stand right in front of me. I'll put my head right to her chest and she'll just wrap her arms around me. Hold on. And then I can just ease my mind and just let everything go for a brief moment. And know that at the end, that's what matters the most. The other thing, and it actually goes all the way back to 2003. Back to, I want to say, October. Because she got detention in October. And after that, then I started coming over to her house more. But she would lay on the bed, facing the left. And I would just go ahead and just put myself right up to her. She would wrap her arms around me. And it was just the perfect feeling. That beautiful comfort. And no matter what, that is what makes her so special. That amazing, comforting feeling. And you only get that from the person that you are meant to be with. And that's why, no matter what, she is the most comforting, beautiful person to be with. And I crave that every day. And I want to protect it and I want to help it grow and just keep enjoying it for as long as you can. Because you never know when it won't be there anymore. Gosh, 20 some odd years and I still feel that same passion. It's amazing. Now, onto the bad part. I think Miami may be pushed to the back burner until we get this car issue fixed. Because short burst driving, I don't mind with Lil. But driving all the way down to Miami for like 3-4 hours, and then at night coming back, may be a bit much. So we'll have to sort that out. Okay, so here's the deal. In about 7 minutes or so, I have a meeting with a company called ICT Technology. And basically what they are is a recycler system, and I've done some background research on the actual company. I've looked into them, not making the same mistakes twice that I did with VCT Tech, the Vermont one, or VTC, I forget what it was exactly. But essentially, in a nutshell, let's just say that you have some old stuff that you want to get rid of, some older hardware, okay? And you're a bigger company. You go ahead, they will go ahead and charge you to take the items and properly decommission them, including destruction of hard drives, magnetic tapes, all kinds of stuff like that. They are based out of Woburn, Massachusetts, and honestly, it's not that bad of a company. I like that their whole idea is about reusing and recycling technology instead of it becoming e-waste in the landfills. And as we know, there's only so much scrap you can get out of a lot of technology, such as the gold off of the motherboards and stuff like that. But I'm going to be looking into them because I'm curious about what they have to say and about what kind of stuff they want to do as far as like sales and stuff like that. I did see that it is commission only, so honestly, that's why, like I was talking to you earlier, I'm still wanting to do streaming, still wanting to do Kelly, but at the same time, this is remote and it's from homework, so who knows, maybe this could be a good thing.
Good afternoon to East Coast and good morning to everyone else. My name is Alex Styler. I'm the president, I'm the founder, I'm the CEO, and I am the owner of ICT, also known as Mission Reuse. I started this company in 1993, so this year is our 32nd year in business. Work from anywhere you want, from home, from your parents' home, from a Caribbean resort, from ski resort somewhere. As long as you have reliable computer and stable internet connection, you can do what you're supposed to do. We provide you with leads. We provide you with power dialer with click to dial option. That's a platform called Phone Burner. Very powerful platform. Top of the line, very expensive. We provide you with this fantastic, incredible tool to make sure that you're productive, that you enjoy what you do. All right, so the compensation, we pay $1,000 bi-weekly as a base for you. So it's $500 a week, or this is $2,000 a month. You translate it into anything you like. Why bi-weekly? Because we run our payroll bi-weekly. Every 2 weeks we pay everybody on the team. Okay, and on top of that, you will receive commission on top of $1,000 base. In addition to $1,000 base, you will receive commission. You will be setting up meetings for account executives, and if this meeting is held, you get $50. If it's not, you're not getting $50. So if this meeting is held and person is not qualified properly, how we instruct you to do, then you're not getting paid. If this is completely wrong person, you're not getting paid. But if it's the right person, if you call the right people, you qualify this person attended the meeting, it's $50. So we expect you to book at least 10 meetings a week, That will be $500 a week or $1,000 bi-weekly on top of your base. Disclosures. We provide you with 2 weeks onboarding and training period. It is paid. Only upon successful completion, you will have to take classes, you will have to take tests, you will have to make calls, you will have to practice, you will have to attend daily meetings.
Like and subscribe.
And if you get all the positive check mark, if you did everything you need to do, whatever we expect you to do, we will pay you, as I said, $1,000 bi-weekly from the previous screen. Only if you successfully complete. If you failed anywhere in between, if you didn't take the class, if you didn't take the test, if you failed your test, if you didn't show up on the meeting, if you didn't make enough phone call which we required you to do, you failed, you terminated, we split our ways, and you go one direction, we go different direction. I want to be 100% transparent. I want to be 100% blunt and honest with you, that you do not make any mistake, that we have very structured and very straightforward process. You fail it, we're not good together. If we fail in the beginning, we have no potential in doing it good in the future. Right? Got to be very careful and got to be very serious. All right. So you get paid. It's paid training, paid onboarding. All right. So this is full-time commitment only. You have to be serious. You have to be focused. It's 1099 contractor relationship. You guys are all over the country. You work remotely. We are not watching over your shoulder. It's 1099 contractual relationship. If somebody is looking for particular W-2 for particular specific reason, everybody has their own motivations and ideas and thoughts and needs and desires and whatever. If you're looking for W-2, this is not W-2. This is 1099. I love 1099 myself. I recommend 1099. It gives you much more power and much more flexibility. However, I don't know your motivators again, as I said. If you're looking for W-2, it's 1099. I apologize for repeating this many times because it's important. Allow participation, allow participant to unmute themselves. And if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them. Feel free to unmute yourself. I see Ryan unmuted himself. Please go ahead, Ryan.
Just out of curiosity, how many current SDRs do you actually have?
Probably 2. It used to be 3, but one person is on sick leave, hopefully coming back like maybe within a week. Something like that. You probably have a reason to ask this question. Why do you ask that?
Oh, so you see, I came from actual car sales prior and also from other IT sales roles as well. So I know the competitive nature of the business. So I just like to get a scope on how many people there are, how much they actually set for themselves, and what their typical take-home earnings are.
Yeah, that's a typical earning, which I told you. People don't step on each other's toes. We don't give the same list to everybody. So everybody have their own list. So you don't call each other's like prospects. We don't compete internally.
Okay.
You have your list, everybody else have their own list. So we have plenty of names in the industry.
I have a question about the retention rate of your employees. I know you say you have about 2, hopefully the third coming back, but once someone gets through training, just curious about how long they typically stick with the company.
Very long. Very long. The issue is Anna is a good match, right? So we believe in good match. We believe in good fit. So if somebody believes that's a wrong match, if we're not happy together, we're not successful together, if the personality is not right personality for our group, right? we're not gonna force anything either way. So if you're unhappy or we're unhappy, we'll split our ways.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was just curious if there was an average of how long, like on Indeed, it says there are about 10 employees. So how long have those employees on average been with the company?
We're probably 20 right now.
Okay.
About 20 right now. But again, the thing is that how productive we are. Because as I said, I used to run 3 production facilities globally. I had 50 people between those three facilities.
Yeah, I have one last question. How much would you say on average? I know average in the sales world is a crazy, doesn't really have a clear definition, but on average, what would you say a setter here in your company makes every, biweekly?
You have to account, you have to set yourself a goal of making 10 appointments a week. That's the requirement. If you don't, again, we're going to terminate you because it doesn't make sense for us to pay you base. All right. So when we pay you base, we expect you to make 10 appointments a week. If you fail, we're going to terminate you because it's not going to be productive for us. We don't want to waste our money.
All right, let's go ahead and let's get going and go get low. And 109 degrees. Let's get going. 113.
And trust me, it's feeling it.
Is it?
Yes. Since our AC's not working.
So when it comes to the ICT technology company, honestly, I do have some concerns about it. One, he couldn't give a determined amount based on how long an SDR, an appointment setter, actually sits, meaning stays with the company. That kind of threw us off a bit. And number 2, they only have about 2 of them or so. And there's a third one, but they're out on sick leave. On top of that, the total amount of the employees is about 20 right now. And when asked direct questions, as you saw, was dodging them pretty well, which also gives off some red flags like that. On the positive hand, there is $1,000 bi-weekly and $50 per appointment that you set. Doesn't matter if the appointment is sold or not, you still get $50. My only concern about that is that it seems like it's not exactly a way that they can keep going in the long term if they hire too many of the SDRs. So that's my biggest concern. My other concern, as you saw, is there's a 2-week training period that is non-payable unless they keep you. And in order to be kept, you gotta pass their test. And you also have to do phone calls properly with a trainer, which is fine. But I don't know how I'd like a company that wants to go ahead and have a person stay with them for 2 weeks to train them.
Don't they normally pay you for that?
Yes. Every other place.
I know a lot of companies, I've heard of doing that, where they pay to train their employees.
That is correct.
That is odd. That seems already the start of a
Sketchy opportunity?
yeah, again.
Yeah.
Yeah, another one, yeah. Sounds like it. Yeah, it's like fool me once, meh. Fool me twice. Yeah, you kinda got me. Fool me third, and yeah, I'd be dumb to fall for it.
The other thing that I didn't like is that it is outbound calls based on leads only. So let's just say that there's a company that's interested and calls in. You don't get to talk to them to convince them to set an appointment.
How are
No.
you supposed to get paid for it?
No, you only get paid on the outbound calls that are done.
Oh.
Yeah. Not anything inbound. There are no inbound at all. And here's the other funny part. When the meeting first started, there was about 44 or so actual participants in the meeting.
Dang, that's a lot.
Yeah, that is. By the end of it, there was 25. 25
And they
is
don't
all
plan
that
on
remained.
keeping all 25. That means a lot of other people figured
No,
it out.
sweetie. That's just the people that stayed to hear the rest of the sales pitch.
Yeah.
Then, on top of that, then you got to go ahead and fill out an actual application,
Dizzy.
to which then you are given a one-on-one interview.
Yeah, so it's like 20 some odd people that figured out that they didn't want to deal with that bull crap, I guess.
Pretty much, yes. That
And
they
the
figured
other
out
half-
that one, there was a lot of question dodging. Two, there was a lot of skirting around certain rules and regulations that way that they didn't have to have full responsibility. And three, they figured out also that it can be a little sketchy on the appointment. Because if your $50 is dependent on the appointment being set and confirmed and qualified, yeah, that's quite a lot that it's based on. And then you have to hope that they're on the honesty system on their end. And maybe that's why there's only 2 or 3 actual people doing this. And maybe there's not enough leads coming in. That's the other thing. And if there aren't, is he going to prioritize you, the new person, to give you any leads? Or is he going to prioritize his previous workers to give them the qualified better leads?
Can you open Lily's window?
These are the things that I think about. Because I've been there before. That's what car sales was.
Yeah. Ooh, whew.
And it's the same thing.
That smells like pollen. And you pretty much know what you're looking for, at least.
Exactly. But that's also why I wanted to fully hear it out as long as possible, because I wanted to vet the company very well. Because I didn't want to turn down a actual opportunity that could be gold.
Well, we only waited up there for 4 minutes, so we made it in time.
See? High five. Let's go home and let's have a BOMB pop.
Yeah.
Okay, I am enjoying my BOMB pop. I can't say the actual name because of YouTube monetization rules, which sucks. I can't even say what a popsicle brand is. When it comes to this ICT technology job, there's some elements to it that I like. I like the commission part. I also like the potential of what it could be. But at the same time, what I don't like is I don't like how little people that have actually been doing it. I don't like the ratio of how many people started at the start and then ended up at the finish line of the meeting. And that was 45 to 24. And on top of that, I don't like how the owner of the company was dodging questions pretty badly. I think that there are some elements that are good about this, but also bad. And the other bad thing that I don't like is that they want you to go through their little training and stuff. Basically, a 2-week orientation for free unless you pass their test at the end. Then you get rewarded with $500 basically, or $1,000. So I don't know. That part just doesn't set well with me either. In my professional opinion, and even with Orlando Cyber Guardians, if I was going to hire an employee from day one, I would be paying them. And if they didn't work out, then I would let them go. You don't retain someone for a couple of weeks. Maybe they work out. If they don't, then you don't pay them. That's not how it should be done, really. This isn't jobs like stock market trading and Series 7 stuff and all that mess.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Not you. This is basically, you get a lead, you call a company, you get them to convince to go ahead and set a meeting. Really, it's not anything else. And at that point, the company should pay you for your training time regardless of what the actual outcome is. Otherwise, to me, that's scamish and fraudulent, because they can just say, hey, you didn't pass our test at the end. We liked you, but unfortunately, you just didn't pass, so we're going to have to part ways. And that's the bad side of this company. And why, honestly, I can't work with a company that's going to be going through stuff like that, because eventually it's going to catch up in a negative way. But for now, let's enjoy our popsicle. Let's take a breather and then get dinner. Let's go over to Publix and let's get dinner. Alright, let's go in the Publix and let's get dinner. Alright, Nathan's hot dogs. But do we mix it with ballpark buns? No. Let's get Sara Lee.
There's brioche.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Well, it's on BOGO, so...
Since we need 2 boxes anyway, luckily it's on buy one, get one. Alright, we got our kimchi, we got our milk, we got our hot dogs, and we got our buns, and we got our mac and cheese. All we need is corn. And corn. And we're done. Alright, $30.42. Just for that little bit. Wow. And some watermelon. Okay guys, it is 5:49 now. Today has been a pretty good day, actually. It ended amazingly now. No joking. And I just want to credit YouTube. Really. I was watching a few videos about the Ford Focus and about the AC system, and I was replicating some stuff on there, and I found out that maybe, just maybe, it's not the compressor that's at fault, that it requires a recharge. If that is the case, I can spend $100, go over to an auto store tomorrow, and get the AC system recharged by herself. Basically, you take the hose, you connect it up to the low line, pull the trigger with the AC turned on in the car, bam, done. In about 20 minutes or so, you're done. Yeah, it's that easy. I'm gonna pull the trigger, and honestly, tomorrow, I'm canceling tomorrow's stream from Hollywood because I want to get this done. Because really, seeing Lily suffer bringing her home today, that was more than enough to make me want to go ahead and just drop all plans tomorrow. And the hunt for the AC repair will be tomorrow's video. Seriously, that's what it's gonna be. Thank you very much for being with today. I know today was an interesting day because I was curious about this company. And I thought they had merit, but really digging in, I don't see much more on the face. But guys, thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow when we go shopping at the auto stores. Can a computer geek fix an automobile? That will be tomorrow's video title. Can the computer geek fix the car's AC? There we go. Guys, with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a great day with us, and I will see you tomorrow. But for now, have a good night. Go get some sleep, because I know I need to. Because I got a long day ahead of me tomorrow. And with that, good night.
But I know we won't give this up. Sometimes I lose my mind, and some days it's hard to find the reason why you stay by my side.